All right, welcome back. You are watching KTN News Desk. Many thanks for staying with us. Now, the judiciary is outlining a list of achievements so far. The Chief Justice has also issued best performing certificates to deserving persons. Our senior reporter Rita Tinina now joins us with more from our city center studio. Rita, how is the judiciary rating itself?
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Akisa, and very interesting figures coming from the judiciary this morning, and this was after the judiciary launched its performance evaluation report. This follows an exercise that was carried out during the 2015-2016 financial year. It was initiated by the then Chief Justice, Dr. Willy Mutunga, then initially facing some resistance from some judicial officers, but now it appears they got the hang of it. What happens nowadays is that judicial officers have to file weekly returns of their activities in the courts. Now, coming to those figures from this morning, interesting actually, in the scores, you'd expect that the high courts, the magistrate courts in the major towns, Nakuru, Eldoret, Nairobi, even Mombasa, would be scoring well in the evaluation report, but that's not the case. What the evaluation report was looking at, several parameters. One, how long it takes to conclude cases from the date of filing, and the duration given was 360 days. So how many high courts performed well by hearing and concluding cases within those 360 days. There was also the issue of backlog of cases. This has been one of the very major issues in the judiciary, as well as the evaluation report was looking at how many days are spent in remand and which high court or magistrate's court will reduce that number the most. This is bearing in mind that several people are held in custody for a long period of time. Even those cases we report to from the courts, many of the times we would be saying someone will remain in custody until the case is heard and determined. So those three parameters, backlog of cases, the number of days spent in remand, as well as the hearing and determination of cases. In terms of the Court of Appeal, the Malindi Court of Appeal has scored the best in terms of the backlog reduction. Kisumu Court of Appeal scoring 17%. In the High Court also, Kisii, 10,000 cases were there. Those cases have been reduced to 2,200 cases. So Kisii High Court recording the best performance, 78% in terms of reduction of backlog of cases. In terms of the Magistrates Court, there is a good score for Lodwar, Kangundo, Webuye as well. Kangundo reducing its cases to 84 from 1,424. Lodwar reducing cases to 294 from 1,225. Webuye had 4,503 cases. Those cases now have been reduced to 1,346. So those are the figures I'm saying were quite interesting. And the rating that the High Courts and the Magistrates Court were being given was either outstanding, excellent, very good, good, fair, and poor. None of them scored an excellent rating as well as an outstanding rating. And interestingly, the few poor ratings, one of them coming from the Nairobi Court of Appeal, the Criminal Division. It is a huge report still going through that, but one of the poor ratings going to the High Court of Appeal in Nairobi, the Criminal Division. So bearing in mind that no one has scored a very excellent or outstanding score, more needs to be done if the judiciary then is to meet its goals. But there is no doubt that the judiciary has come a long way. Reforms have been undertaken from 2003 during the radical surgery. Then the judiciary was known as among the most corrupt institutions. And this morning, during that launch of the evaluation report, Abdikadir Mohammed, this is the advisor on constitutional affairs to President Uhuru Kenyatta, saying now the judiciary is the most reformed of the three arms of government. reforms, some of them initiated by Dr. Willie Mutunga when he took over as Chief Justice. He oversaw the construction and opening of new court divisions, the refurbishment of other court divisions, as well as the employment and hiring of new magistrates as well as judges. By then, the issue of corruption was also a major issue. There was one statement that he will be remembered for when he was talking about corruption, and he was saying, why hire a judge when you can actually buy, why hire a lawyer rather when you can actually buy a judge or a magistrate? So the issue of corruption in the judiciary being dealt with, that is one of the things also that the current Chief Justice David Maraga is looking at. And his vision, when he took over, saying his vision will be titled Sustaining Judicial Transformation. Sustaining, since he will be picking over from where his predecessor, Dr. Willie Mutunga, left, and looking forward, one of the issues that he wants to be addressed is the court proceedings, and he wants those proceedings digitized moving forward. So we'll be bringing you a detailed report of what the score for the high courts and the magistrates courts throughout the country have been according to that evaluation report. Akisa.
Thank you. That's our senior reporter, Rita Tinina, there.